Okay, thank you, Bagel. All right, we have a hint here. I'm gonna update the hint counter. All right, A, B, C, B, O. Okay. Thank you, Bagel. So if I went by that, then it would go 3-1. Middle three are all different. D, E, F. Okay, cool. Thank you. That is very helpful. So then we'd have 3-1. And I'm going to guess it's 5. Remember, those are the ones I sort of landed on. As those middle three being sum of 3, 1, 5, but I was just having trouble isolating them to figure out what. Let's try this one. Nice. All right. Yeah, so I think it was the shortness. The fact that they were shorter definitely threw me. That was the problem. All right, well, I'm glad. I'm just glad that I got five of the 8 I got right away, and I was able to recognize that there were 8 notes. So I'm happy about that. I think I said about 8, and then someone confirmed. So that's pretty cool. All right. For a music puzzle, I'm actually pretty happy I did as well as I did. A couple of them were pretty obvious, but I think because they were shorter, I had trouble like pairing them up, you know. All right. Hey, Miriam. That'll be, let's call it song. All right. Let's take a look at this inscription here. I went wherever the Emperor sent me, to the domain of the Queen Mother of the West, to the Eastern Oceans where the magic isles lie, and up into the mists of the sacred mountains, all in order to uncover the secrets of immortality. In the course of these explorations, I found the herbs of deathlessness, but I deceived the Emperor and told him that I had found nothing. Hey, Mochum. Lester? 9, the last resort. Oh, God, I would be do terribly. I'm really bad with music. I think I did well for my... I did well on this puzzle for my music ability, or lack thereof, but that doesn't mean I do well for every music thing. Oh man! All right, so let's take a look. Is this where we wait? Are we in a new air? No, we should be on the water, right? Yeah. Okay, we're on the water. It's not the direction I expected going back. But... Okay, so that's just where we came from. I see. All right. And then, wait, is it? Oh, wait. Oh, all 4 directions are available? This is weird that it should have all 4 dots. Anyway, shouldn't be too concerned about it. All right, so let's move forward. Again. Oh, another one of these H symbol things. Is this like a telescope? But what? Oh, do I have to move this stuff around? What are we doing? Oh. What exactly are we looking for? The auto scroll is... Can we move this too? No. Like scanning for something. So this is actually movement controls, really. Is that like the speed? Oh, here's something. Ah ha ha. Like little dip or something? Go back. Go back. Is it there? Was that a puzzle? I think so. Those looked more like chia seeds than stars. The moon? Or not? Like a crater on something? What? Oh. Oh, we're in the mountains. Whoa, look at our compass. Look at our compass down here. It's spinning all around. Oh shit, we're in a new area. Okay. Interesting. Alright, see mountain. I'll say mountains. Alright, so we're on like 3 little islands. Or not, well, I guess they're not islands, they're mountains or something. Oh. Something here. Gold. There's gold in that there. Wait, we just picked up gold on a hill? What the hell? Oh, so this loops back. Alright, we'll go across the bridge. Uh-oh, it's creaking, we might fall. Alright, we're headed towards the second place here. Second, mountaintop. Wait, oh no, we went back to the first one? What the heck? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so this is the ice pool probably with, that leads back to wherever. Yeah, this probably leads back to the other worlds, I would think. What is red? Oh, we picked up something else. Cinnabar. AKA Cinnabon. Right, so I think that was one of the things that they mentioned. So we have cinnabar and gold here. Oh, and their boats. Oh. We load up our boats with these, huh? Alright, so we probably should go back and get the gold. That probably goes to the third one. Yeah, let's go back to here and get the gold. Oh, what is this? Wait, are we in the... which island are we? Oh, we're on the third one. I didn't mean to go to this one. I meant to go back to the first one. What is this? There's a red peanut on a mountain. Oh, what does this say? True wholeness can be achieved only by return. Oh, meaning do we have to return to where we came from? It's interesting though. I'm kind of digging it, Bagel. Kind of digging it. All right, let's go back. Because before we deal with this, I do want to, yeah, get some of the gold here. See if we can load this on the boat. Yep. Is this picking back up? I see. Okay. Oh, do we have to melt the ice before we can go into the way? Ah, so before this portal is accessible, we have to do something else. Interesting, okay. So let's go to the third one again. Oh, now there are 2, so you have to return back. And now there are 2 of them. And now that's happening. It's a Pokeball? Is it a waterfall? What's that symbol? Oh, maybe it's a yin-yang kind of situation. Is that something we can read? Hare. 2 means hare. Like as in a rabbit hare? Okay, we can't interact with this. Interesting, though. Very interesting. Is there anything else here? Oh, shit, now it's gone. Uh-oh. Was I not supposed to do that? Is this like a tortoise in the hair? Oh, I don't think... Oh, okay. It melted the ice. Interesting that they don't have portals here, by the way. So... Here's the thing. So this should take us to... Probably back to one area we've been. Oh, yeah. Okay, it did. So wait, let's go back, see... What happened to the boats, though? Let's keep on traveling. To our various warps. Oh, did we ever read... I don't think we ever read this inscription here. The vital fluid gives life to the Great One when it is able to flow its course. Vital fluid gives life to the Great One. Oh, is that the water silver? Mercury? Oh, right. We got it to flow its course. Yeah, we're good there. Now look at that. Even the compass was broken even on the other areas. Interesting. So, okay, we can't pick up any more gold. This is where we started. Bridge. Very scenic. Okay, so it looks like we're done with this mountain, unless we go... Oh, I don't think this was always green. We, like, melted a lot of the snow here. Very interesting. Okay, I think that's just where we came from, yeah. Okay. So... we were to go to the third... Oops, let me just make sure there's nothing here. There's not. Okay. Oh, so what happened with this thing? Moon Goddess. These are about myths and rituals. The Moon Goddess, Mid-Autumn Festival, and mythical beasts. And the Summer Solstice Ritual. Okay, so the Moon Goddess, I remember... They had this play that... they showed us that story before. Ah, the Elixir of Immortality. They decided to fast for a year to preserve himself. Right, and then the wife drank it and he got pissed. Time of the full moon. Oh, here we go. Sacred mountains. Certain mountains were greatly respected in ancient China because they are located between heaven and earth. Mountains were seen as an intermediary between the two realms. It was believed that prayers that were recited or written down and deposited on these special mountains were given more attention by the gods. There were 5 sacred mountains, each situated in a different part of China and each representing one of the 5 cardinal directions. According to myth, they were formed by the body of Pangu, the first being in the universe. One of the emperor's greatest obligations to make pilgrimages, the emperor would perform 4 sacrifices, 2 to heaven and 2 to earth. I wonder if that's what we... Oh, so that's what we probably did by putting the cinnabar and the gold in the boats. And then there were 2 little things on this other area. Symbolized the mystical union between heaven and earth. Ah. Okay, so what's the deal with the Mid-Autumn Festival? Oh, here, the hare. That was the same symbol we saw with the hare. This one. Zhangqiujie. Outdoor festival focused on the moon. People would eat pastries. Oh, right, mooncakes. I am familiar with those. Observe the full moon. Altars. Place statues of the moon hare. Offerings of yellow beans and cockscomb flowers were made to this rabbit in the moon. Uh-huh. At the end of the ceremony, children would burn an effigy of the hare as an offering to the moon. Ooh. Mythical beasts. Dragon, phoenix, tortoise, and unicorn. Okay, so there is a tortoise and a hare. 5 classes of beasts. Scaly, feathered, shell-covered, hairy, and naked. Unicorns are hairy, everybody. I have had a mooncake, yeah. Have you, Travis? Have you? I don't know whether we need to know specifically about these things yet. What about the Summer Solstice Festival? Took place in a structure known as the Altar of the Earth. 3 terraces. Oh. Square to represent Earth, round. Okay, so round is heaven and square is Earth. Which is probably in the days when they thought it was like a flat Earth or whatever. Ceremony symbolizes the feminine element of yin, which needed to be strengthened in summer when the masculine element of yang. Oh, okay, remember? So we did see the yin and the yang. That was the Pokeball. Uh-huh. Alright, that's cool. Question now is, what else do we do here? Can we do anything else? What did this say again? True wholeness can only be achieved by return. So yeah, we returned here, and then I guess that's when we became whole. Okay. So I don't know if I don't know what else we could do, really. I'm just going to view all of the views. Make sure we didn't miss something. Okay, that just zooms in. Yeah, I guess we got everything, really. Get some nice views here. You can't go back the way we came in terms... Yeah, so I guess we have to go through the water. Alright, it looks like... I guess we did what we needed to do. It doesn't seem like we can do much of anything else here. So, they're putting us back here. Okay. So... Oh, there was the bamboo. Maybe we have to go back and do that. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't lead to another area, and it was a very small one. Did we do everything here? This is just where we teleported out, right? Yeah. This is that puzzle we did with the... Oh, Big Dipper. Okay, we haven't read this inscription. From the Taoist adepts, I learned how to make the elixir, how to keep the spirit from leaving the body, and how to deceive the ignorant into thinking that I was dead. All that I lacked was the final ingredient. There was no time to delay. The tyrant had found me out. And so I consumed the concoction I'd made and waited to see what would happen. Heed the words of Lu, the master builder of the tomb. In my youth I was full of ideals, in middle age I betrayed them. In old age I was seduced by the vision of immortality. Now I am neither of earth nor of heaven. My spirit is destined to wander until I have paid for the miserable deeds and falsehoods which brought enduring shame to my name. Well, shit. Hey, Goleth. I can't. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. That would be. Which are you signed up for the email notifications, or desktop, or Discord? So many ways to get notified these days. We have to find. So we still only have 2 ingredients, right? We have the fish and the ginseng. We have to get 3 more ingredients. For the elixir. Do we even have a recipe for the elixir? Okay, so he's not in earth or heaven. So that means he's in the intermediate spot in the mountains, maybe. Discord. Yeah, okay, so the Discord notification definitely did go out. I saw that it did. Yeah, it did go out. Okay. Oh. Wait, have we been? I don't think we have been here before, have we? Oh, this is just leading... I see, this is just leading back. I see. Okay, so we must have gone to the midst of the Sacred Mountains. I don't think we've been to the Eastern Oceans where the Magic Isles lie. To uncover the secrets of immortality. The herbs of deathlessness. Oh, this means immortality. Herbs. So we need herbs? I think we need herbs. Bleeps. So does this shoot us up into the mountains? I think so. Oh, we're just gonna have to watch the animation again. So, I might actually want to restore just to see what it was that we did, get a better understanding of it. So I think we'll save and then we'll restore back just to see again what exactly we did. There was the cinnabar and the gold on the boats, and then I think that melted. I don't know what happened to the boats. But then we also did something with that other thing. Okay, we can't pick up the gold anymore. Okay, so this is looking very much as we left it. Yeah, okay. So let's save, and then... I think it was the hair. Alright, let's load now for when we originally got to the mountains. And then just quickly recap what it is that we actually did. We picked up gold. We went across the bridge. We put a gold in the boat. Oh, maybe does it matter which boat? Can I get a different view of that, please? Go this way, turn around. Put it in the right boat? No, okay, it automatically goes in the left boat. Alright, so we basically melted the snow cap mountain. See how it's snow now, and then later it gets green. So there's the cinnabar. What is the cinnabar again? Okay, it's an ore. Huh. Looks like a metal like copper or gold, I guess. Alright. The significance of cinnabar. It's the most important of all the substances used in alchemy, known as the it's also known as the immortal elixir. Jiantan. Associated with the south, believed to be at the head of all minerals and metals. It's supposed to be able to be transmuted to any of the 5 principal metals ending with gold. Ending with gold? Phenomena of regeneration through death. Interesting. It's red mercuric sulfide. How come I've never heard of cinnabar? That's odd. Gold was by no means neglected. It could be used as a remedy and bring immortality. Very interesting. Shipbuilding. Okay, so we're putting them in the boats. Oh, here. Ingredients of the Elixir of Immortality. Okay, yeah. We lost the exact recipes, but we'll say. Cinnabar. Realgar. Red sulfuret of arsenic. Mother of pearl. Gum of peach tree. Jade. Gold essence. Charred ash of mulberry. Dried root of ginseng. Sacred fungus purported to grow only on the Isles of the Immortals. I don't think we've been to it now. Oh, we've picked up 4? Oh, thank you, Aardvark. So are the other two just the gold and the cinnabar, which we just got? Are those 2 of the... I mean, it seems like this... They just said cinnabar's 1, right? Did they mention gold here? I guess they don't. Oh, wait, jade and gold. Considered by some to be ingredients in the Elixir of Immortality. Could be gold, yeah. They don't mention the fish, though. Charred ash of mulberry. Did we see any berries? I don't think so. Oh, gold essence. Yeah, they say gold essence here. So yeah, we have the... I guess we have the... I got from the Tomb's Well. The Tomb Compass Puzzle. Oh, is that the jade? The jade sarcophagus coffin? Yeah, I don't remember picking any jade up. Okay, it was jade. Oh, so we do have jade. So we got that from the sarcophagus. And then the other one was the Tomb's Well. The Tomb's Well. Oh, I'm guessing Realgar is just a synonym for cinnabar. So are 2 of them, and then we picked up the fish and the ginseng, right? Okay, so we have not picked up cinnabar and gold then, is what you're saying. Even though we just picked them up, putting them on the boats doesn't count. I guess because we're sacrificing them, effectively. Charred ash of mulberry. Okay, dried root of ginseng is very clear. I don't know what the fish was then. The fish is definitely not mulberry. And it's not gum of peach tree, and it's not a sacred fungus, so... Was the fish not an ingredient then? I'm very confused. I mean, ultimately, it probably doesn't matter that much, but... And fish is not even a zodiac sign. Huh. Alright, so let's at least do this part. Maybe it'll become a little bit more clear cut here. Okay, that's the way we came. Oh, see. Okay, so you need... There's gold, there's cinnabar, so you need to have both in place. Oh, we didn't pick up the fish? It looks like we had. There's the hair. Moon hair. So maybe they said return... I see. So you have to have both in place. So return means... so return doesn't mean return to this mountain. It probably means return to one of the prior areas we were at, maybe. Yeah, okay, so maybe we just need to go back. Maybe that's what they're telling us. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still a little confused, but that's okay. The question is, which area do we go to? Oh, I think I want to go to the palace, maybe? Because remember there was the area where we sacrificed some stuff and then we got something else. Yeah, I think this is where we want to be. Or, I don't know, at least I'm going to check. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. It doesn't look like there's anything new here. Or our apples and such. Maybe we should go to the tomb since it is supposed to be the tomb of the Middle Kingdom. So we could, oh, here, probably easier just to fast travel this. Here? Yeah, I don't remember clicking on him or anything. Oh, we should go to the bamboo. We should go to the bamboo. Okay. The bamboo was through here. Yeah, we had to go down here. Remember, because I kept on wondering what we never were able to drop off that bamboo in there. Like, oh, we can close and open this, but I opened it and then we never did anything there. We never put anything there. We never took anything out. Oh, okay. So there's another boat here with the cinnabar. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Before we continue, we should do the boss. Now things are starting to get interesting. Howdy, Duriel. 3 for Johnny's quest, yeah? Moves out of Pandora's directive will slay a poisonous passage and also move ahead of below the route. Up to V4. On the viewer queue. Alright, last call for boss. Okay. Alright, so now we have 2 boats here. So now I'm thinking we didn't... Well... Maybe this bamboo is from the bamboo... It represents the bamboo that we got earlier and that we placed in that conveyor. But we can take it, so maybe... Let's just try placing it in that thing. Ah, okay. So why would you put metal in there? Where do these pipes lead to? Up? Can we grab the bamboo now? Are we like burning something? Kind of looks like a furnace. Okay, we can't put the bamboo in there as well. So, can we at least close this? Let's put it back and then close the thing. Okay, we did close it. Oh, it automatically closes. So what effect does that have? Do we know? Still have the bamboo unaccounted for. Oh, oops, I went into this realm by mistake. I guess we might as well just do a quick tour just to make sure there's nothing in here. Maybe there are another little boats with presents around. Alright, how do we get out of here? This way? Yeah, let's just see where we are. Okay, we're on the right side. So if we go left, this is where we got the fish. Jimmy Carter. Oh, I do worry about Rufus. I do love Rufus, but I would worry about his becoming president. Okay, this was that weird place. Oh yeah, are there any new poems? We did the ones on that wall, but there does not seem to be any on this wall, from what I can tell. Yeah, we're still not. Okay, so there's nothing new there. Did we read this thing? Personal cultivation begins with poetry is perfected by music. Right, and then we did the music puzzle later. Gotcha. Alright, here, let's go... Well, we probably should go back, true. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. So we should go oh, do we see this? Finally, I came to a crossroads where I could no longer escape making a choice, either to continue to serve a despot or to betray him and put my life at risk. Even the humblest lacquer tree serves the emperor by providing the decoration for his chariots of fire. Where are we? On the, okay, we're not quite on the bridge yet. Now we're on the bridge. Just want to make sure there's nothing new here. Okay, there is like a little boat there, mate. Is that a boat or is that just a rock? Hard to say. Did I just go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Okay. I don't remember this gazebo here. The I Ching is something that cannot be kept at a distance. If one feels averse to it, he will go against the flow of things. If one regards it as erroneous, he will be in violation of principle. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so we're back here, that's fine. So can we fast travel to here, please? Thank you. No, I did want to go there. Okay, yeah, this is just the flute house. Alright, so there's nothing, doesn't seem to be anything here. So let's go back to the well. An error has occurred in your application. If you choose ignore, you should save your work in a new file. If you choose close, your application will terminate. Uh-oh. So let's choose ignore, then save it. Man, bad pointer. Ah, smart heap library. You and your foolish stop signs. Yes, I think we do need it. There's an application error because of general protection faults. Game over, man. It's game over. Indeed, indeed. All right, I don't think we... The only thing that we lost was, I think, putting the cinnabar in that metal thing. Ching. Hair. So that should not take too long to do. I'm gonna think. Oops. Null pointer exception, perhaps? Alright, so we need to go to the other, not this one. This one seems good. Here we go. Oh shit! Ah, I hit up. We can't go back. Now we gotta do this again. Okay, careful here, careful. Okay, don't hit up. Alright. So take the cinnabar. Cinnabon. Put this here. So something definitely happens. You can hear a sound too, right? So let's do a cinnabar save. Alright, and then I think we determined that we could not take the we couldn't do anything with the this. So I think we put it back and then closed it. But we can, it's still there, right, if we open it? Can we not open it? Okay, I hope that's not a Walking Dead. But I think it's okay. I guess it's probably fine. We put in there what we needed to put in there. Okay, so... That's fine. Okay. Why don't we... Actually, let's just go here. So let's go to, let's go check this area out, why don't we? Alright, before actually we check the palace, because that's kind of a lot to do. Are we able to navigate back there? I think we can. Or we can't. Can we not do that? Shit. Oh yes, we can do that. Okay, great. Let's go all the way back here. I just want to see from the start if there are any changes. Specifically here, this is where I wanted to get the bamboo, but I think we did bring it back here at one point and it didn't work. And there's nothing new with this fountain, is there? Although I guess this is just the look mode, which isn't really important. Yeah, we haven't had a ball full yet. And then the remember Big Dipper or Little Dipper? Do you think it was Big Dipper or Little Dipper? Okay, we can't do anything here. Yeah, we had to use a hint, Kev, but we did figure the we did figure out the music, yes. Should we launch another arrow? Why not? Oh. Oh, the golds. Is that the boat of gold is getting delivered? Well, hello there. Okay, well, we gotta do something with this. I gotta get rid of this. Thank you. Wait, what happened? Oh, shit. What happened to the gold? There it is. So where does the gold go? Not here. Oh, maybe it goes in that foraging area in here? What just happened? Look at that. Wait, that was fire, right? Iron spoons open doors. Golden... Oh, golden spoons may open eternity. Okay. So, Quo is the fire. I think I made a mistake, though, and I grabbed iron. This is iron, though, right? Oh, coal. Whatever. Good. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Nice. So this will open eternity. Golden spoon. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I never gave a point. Yeah, let's give out 2 points because we did get the cinnamon in the oven. We're gonna have some tasty treats later, everybody. Okay, so we have our spoon.
Yahoo!
All right. Can we? Oh. Wait, we went back in the way. So the fish launched. Oh, this is the ball that's going to cause the boom. This probably now relates to the fountain. Whoa. Okay, so that whole pool sealed up, and what just happened? All right, we're gonna have to save. Gold spoon, huh? The gold spoon. All right. So why did we get thrown here? Interesting. So there's a new passage opened up here. Freedom to... Freedom to leave without fulfilling your obligation. Oh, by the way, so the thing... Sorry, I have to add 12 minutes to the timer. Forgot to... There we go. All right. Freedom to leave without fulfilling your obligation to find the secret of eternal life is no freedom at all. You must seek the power behind the throne. Oh. So they're giving us the option to leave, but we haven't completed the Elixir of Immortality is what they're saying. Right, we're still missing one ingredient. So apparently, though, we got the exit, so that's good. So I'm curious, we might as well just see what happens. We do have a save right there, so we can go back and see. But I am curious to see what happens if we just leave without finding the secret of immortality. We have our obligation. Since when were we obligated to do this, by the way? It's no freedom at all. We're going to be a slave. Maybe it'll result in a death. Ten years later. Beijing, September 9th, 2020. In an announcement that is certain to stir up controversy, Wen Liangshang, the Chinese Prime Minister, declared the capital a free trade zone, putting it on an equal commercial footing with the other major cities in China, such as Shanghai and Hong Kong. Although the Prime Minister contended that the purpose of the law was to bring renewed prosperity to the people of Beijing. Critics of the move say that the new regulations will only benefit one man, Hal Davis, chairman of Mega Media. One businessman who refused to speak for attribution said, "The fix is in. It's no secret that Davis has paid off Lianshang and a dozen other ministers to get this deal." Geneva, September 9th, 2020. Declaring 2020 one of the worst years for international peace efforts, UN Secretary General Aki Kimura contended that without renewed cooperation among its members, the UN will no longer be capable of fulfilling its mandate. There are currently 32 wars being fought around the world, many of them over a decade old, he observed, adding that famine and what he termed a relentless competition for scarce resources were to blame for most conflicts. Xi'an, China, September 10th, 2020. Shock and outrage greeted the news that a team of archaeologists conducting an excavation of the tomb of the first emperor of China, sponsored by media magnate Hal Davis, found only dust when they entered the necropolis. "All the artifacts were gone," said one member of the team, speaking on condition of anonymity. "No one expected anything like this to happen." The mishap is blamed on a chemical reaction that occurred in the artifacts when they were exposed to the atmosphere. There's a rumor that one member of an earlier expedition, also sponsored by Davis, somehow managed to slip into the tomb, the archaeologist went on. Unwittingly, he or she must have been responsible for the contamination, and now we're left with nothing. New York, September 11th, 2020. unfortunate date. Mega Media, especially given the city, Mega Media corporate executives acted quickly to try to diffuse the controversy caused by the discovery that the tomb of the first emperor of China contains nothing but dust inside. The company announced today that it would build a theme park on the original site of the tomb. Mr. Davis, indeed all of the 30,000 employees of Mega Media worldwide, were saddened by the accidental destruction of artifacts within the tomb, declared Kitty Mitchell, a company spokeswoman. As compensation, she said, Mega Media will reconstruct the tomb with all its treasures as the centerpiece of a magnificent new theme park. When it is completed in 2023, the park is to offer visitors the opportunity to experience China exactly as it was in the days of the Qing Empire. Tunis, September 14th, 2020. The environment was the major topic of discussion at the latest gathering of the Organization of African Unity here. We are confronting a grave emergency, stated Thomas Olanduje, Sierra Leone's head of state. The desert is encroaching on arable land so rapidly that almost a third of the African people will face starvation within 5 years if nothing is done. The problem, experts say, is due to decades of deforestation and the erosion of topsoil resulting from years of sparse rainfall. McMurdo Sound, Antarctica, September 16th, 2020. Scientists stationed at the U.S. Navy base here reported that the mysterious hole in the ozone layer over Antarctica has grown larger than expected. We were convinced that the hole would have reached its peak and begun to decline a year ago, said Roger Kornfeld, a meteorologist for the U.S. Weather Service. On the contrary, it seems to have gotten worse. Moreover, it is expanding more rapidly than in the past. The ozone layer screens out most of the ultraviolet radiation that strikes Earth, and the hole is believed to play a large part in the increased incidence of cancer around the world. Xi'an, November 1st, 2020. Xi'an was rocked by a temblor registering 5.5 on the Richter scale, causing considerable structural damage but no fatalities. Seismic activity has continued unabated for several months in northern China. Although so far the severity of these quakes have been limited, experts are concerned that they portend the possibility of a vastly more devastating quake. Geologists have detected a hitherto unknown fault line in neighboring Jiangxi province, but have not been able to say for certain what significance it holds. Yes, apparently, Sky. Apparently, we did. Okay, so yeah, I guess that is a death. It was looks to be a bad ending, as the game forewarned it would be. Okay, there you have it. Oh, Hakive! Thanks so much. 10 months of support from Hakive. Thank you very much, sir.
Long live Emperor Hippoly Rufus. May his dynasty be prosperous with Cedric's, pets and treats.
Thank you, Hakive. Yes, Emperor Rufus is great. We all love Rufus. Thank you so much, Hakive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically we didn't die, but it was a bad ending, which we count any like a game over that doesn't result in a good ending as a quote unquote death. Okay, so yeah, we don't. So we've opened the portal to leave, but just we have to finish our work here first. So let's just check to make sure there's nothing else of interest here. What's with this like crystal ball thing? Oh, that's to probably go back. Hang on. Just want to check there's no more with the pottery. Okay, so we can't go back down to that underwater area, I guess. Oh, we might be able to teleport there, actually. But... Okay, let's go through here. Oh. This is a new area.
现在已有人力为中原带来平和，以避免一场伤害几百万人的灾难，也可为这个受诅咒的坟墓带来安宁，并结束鲁之灵魂和秦始皇之灵魂的争斗。但你必须首先制造出长生丹，然后送给最值得得到它的灵魂。 不要给
Oh,
鲁
I
的
thought he was
灵魂
finished.
因为他只是渴望永久
Okay,
的
anyway.
平静。
By now you have demonstrated that you have acquired the wisdom necessary to grasp the importance of the momentous decision that confronts you. It is in your power to restore harmony to the Middle Kingdom by averting a great calamity. You can bring tranquility to this accursed tomb and end the rivalry between my spirit and the spirit of Qing Shi Huangdi. So that's the Emperor. Who's speaking? But first, you must make the Elixir of Immortality and give it to the spirit who deserves it most, not to the spirit of Lu, who desires only eternal peace, nor to the spirit of Qing Shi Huangdi, but to the spirit of the earth itself. Fair point. Okay. How do we do that? Oh. Okay, Chang Chang, the Elixir of Immortality, long life. Wait a minute, so does this mean we got the 5th ingredient? Okay, yeah, there's the ginseng. And I guess, oh, the mercury was an ingredient, huh? Water, silver, yeah. Jade, mother of pearl, Genju. When did we get that? Wait, this means that there are... Oh, I see, this overlaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. Gotcha. Sacred fungus? Oh, right, they mentioned sacred fungus. Was that what we got? Yeah. I guess we must have gotten that in the well. Okay. So we have all 5. I guess the gold was the last one. We just got the golden spoon. That must have been the last ingredient. All right. So how do we? So I guess we just picked up. We just picked up the Elixir of Immortality. Oop. Now we have to decide who to give it to. Oh, spoon. The Twilight Zone vibe. Hi. The ginseng root looks a little like Cthulhu-esque, doesn't it? Like the monsters. Yeah, I'm just curious, getting these close-up of the ingredients. So I guess we have to give it to Lu, Qing, or Earth, right? So how do we make that decision? Like mechanically, I mean. Oh, there's something there. You have acquired the knowledge that I hoped you would and demonstrated that you can apply it responsibly. How else would you have gotten this far? I believe that you share my desire to restore order to the world by ridding it of chaos and strife and turning people away from their selfish tendencies so that they can work together to make society strong. It has contrived the two of us to join together in a great and mysterious destiny. Choose as your conscience dictates, but try not to betray that destiny. If the elixir is wasted, this chance might never come again. It is not the fate of Qing Shi Huangdi that hangs in the balance, it is the fate of the world.
去完成一项伟大的神秘的使命，你要听从你的良知，但不要背叛这个使命。如果浪费了长生丹，这个机会就不会再来了。悬而未决的，不是我秦始皇的命运。
I understand and accept this awesome responsibility to which I've been given. Okay. So if we were to... Well, we haven't, like, selected anybody, though. So I guess I can see what the 4 endings are. One, which we got, the bad one, is if you leave without the elixir. And then I guess the other 3 would be giving it to Earth, Qing, and Lu. I think Lu is the... Was Lu the master builder? But I'm guessing, I don't know if we go through here, whether that's gonna count or not. Better save it. Ingredients. Too long. Agreed. grid. So if we go through here, does that count as no, I think since it's yellow, we have to click on it something actually. That's what I'm thinking. Can we just fast travel somewhere? Or do we not have the oh, wait, what? I don't think we can fast travel anymore. Where are we? Here. Go there. Okay, you can't fast travel anymore. Got it. So what's this thing in the center? Alright, well maybe we just have to go through that. Oh, the fish was the mother of pearl. What? Aren't pearls and oysters, not fish? Okay. So alright, I guess the only thing we can do is go through the door then. We can't make any...
Al Davis here. I hope you've managed to get hold of that potion. If you have, then I'd get the hell out of there right now. The sensors are going crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Don't let anything distract you. There may be forces that'll try to keep you there. Once this quake erupts, you'll be trapped in the tomb forever. There's the door. Come on. Freedom's just a few steps away.
Wait, what happened to the other door then? Oh. Now we can put it there. Oh, interesting. So you can put it on the... whatever this platform in the center is.
Al Davis here. I hope you've managed to get hold of that.
You can go to Hal Davis, who's the media magnet. Well, didn't we see another door, though? I thought we did. Alright, let's try putting it on the platform. Although I don't know whether... does this represent... oh, wait. Oh, this is different. So this must be Earth. Oh, maybe this is Ching. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you can't put it on the throne. I'm wondering what symbolically would represent the different options. Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, let's try putting it... I think that... well, did they realize... if we wanted to pick Earth... would this represent Earth? But I don't think that ancient Chinese... did the ancient Chinese know that the Earth was quote-unquote round? Alright, anyway, let's just see what happens. We'll click on this.
地球的灵魂。
10 years later, we have to read a bunch of news articles, yes?
You are so...
well, are we? Let's see. Beijing, January 5th. In a move that is certain to change the political landscape of China forever, the Central Committee today announced the adoption of a constitution that calls for a new democratic order. For the first time in Chinese history, the people are guaranteed certain rights long taken for granted in the West, including the right of free assembly, freedom of speech, and freedom to exercise one's vote. No party will any longer enjoy a monopoly over power. The new constitution was hammered out over a 2-year period by 1,500 representatives from every region in the country. If the constitution is actually put into effect, and some observers are skeptical, it would even be possible, at least in theory, for certain regions of the country, such as Tibet, to declare their independence. Okay, at least from a Western or even American standpoint, that sounds like a good, what would be conceived of as a good outcome. Guangdong, February 5th, 2020. Ping Yuan, the Chinese Prime Minister, said in an interview today that the time had come for the Chinese people to put aside any lingering hopes that a strong leader will emerge, to take charge and reimpose what Ping termed authoritarian rule over the country. Ping, who is about to complete his last year in office as head of the Government of Unity and Reconciliation, warned that political liberalization was still at a fragile stage and could be undermined at any time unless people remain on the alert. He said that the task is especially difficult because it means rejecting a tradition that goes back thousands of years to the era of the emperors. Oh, he mentioned in particular Qing Shi Huangdi, the first emperor who united China of the 3rd century BC by applying ruthless force. Ping concluded by saying that the future must be a government by consensus, with the people contributing their voice and their votes. China must get used to a new way of doing business. Beijing, May 6th. The Chinese government today rejected a bid by the multinational media conglomerate Mega Media to renew an archaeological exploration of the tomb of the first emperor of China. In announcing the rejection, a government spokesperson, Sing Sui, said that Mega Media's record in conducting similar expeditions was dismal. Oh, is that reflecting poorly on us? In most instances, he said, the company had failed to act responsibly or abide by the laws of the nation. This is a national treasure, he said, referring to the 2,300-year-old tomb, and as such it cannot be handed over to a foreign company that has repeatedly demonstrated that it is guided solely by a concern for profits. In New York, a Mega Media statement expressed disappointment with the decision and voiced hope that the government would reconsider. This latest rebuff is particularly stinging for the media giant because it comes after the Chinese nixed a potentially lucrative deal that would have given Mega Media a strong role in rehabilitating the country's telecommunications infrastructure. New York, April 30th. The world is in better shape now than it has ever been. Oh, that sounds good. Declared Aki Kimura, Secretary General of the United Nations, and in his annual report. Perhaps it is premature to say that peace is breaking out all over, or that every lion is lying down with every sheep. But at this year's end, I think we can all indulge ourselves just a little bit and say that fundamentally the world has never been in better shape than it is today. Around the world, any number of heated conflicts that once defied any attempt to end them have sputtered out. The two Koreas are now united, and with the signing of the peace accord between Baghdad and Jerusalem, the Middle East is at long last at peace. The international arms trade is at its lowest level in several years. Of course, enough stealth aircraft, high-tech tanks, and laser weapons are still being sold to fuel several more wars if this unusual period of global tranquility should prove only to be a miraculous aberration. Let us pray on the eve of a new year that this is no aberration, but the beginning of a long, long trend. Brasilia, May 3rd. For the first time in decades, scientists say that the acreage of the Great Amazon rainforest has actually increased. Strenuous efforts on the part of the Brazilian government continue to guarantee that the ecological diversity of the area will be preserved intact. Scientists are astonished at how quickly the region has recovered from decades of degradation caused by pollution and exploitation by industry. This news is only the latest in a string of reports by scientists in recent years that have taken note of gradual improvement in the environment throughout the world. The average annual surface temperature of the globe has held steady for the last 10 years, and the average annual temperature of the oceans has actually declined by a degree. The hole in the ozone layer over the Antarctic has shrunk dramatically. Even seismic activity, which, after all, is beyond anyone's control, has abated throughout parts of the world once thought prone to catastrophic earthquakes. The big one, long predicted for California, still remains a no-show. Statistically, loss of human life from quakes, tornadoes, typhoons, hurricanes, and other natural disasters has substantially diminished in the last 10 years. There's no reasonable explanation for why this should be happening, says Dr. Mary Beth Jackson of the Berkeley Geochronology Center. I know it sounds unscientific, but I just have to account it to sheer luck. Dr. C.K.L. Singh of the Presidency College of Calcutta agrees with her assessment but hastens to add, the only problem with such good fortune is that people tend to become complacent. Funding for the environment is already being cut. No matter how wonderful things look to us now, tomorrow could turn out to be another story entirely. Los Angeles, May 8th. In spite of vehement denials by representatives of Mega Media, the communications and entertainment conglomerate, rumors persist that the company's founder and chairman, Hal Davis, lies gravely ill at his secluded 1,500-acre ranch. Davis, now in his early 70s, hasn't been seen in public since last year. He is said to be ailing from a variety of illnesses. The war is already on in the boardroom for succession, said one executive who spoke on condition of anonymity. Davis is clinging to life only by sheer tenacity, as if he somehow expects to beat the odds. The executive added that Davis was counting on Beijing's approval of a proposal to mount a second expedition to the tomb of China's first emperor. Rumors have persisted for years that Davis believed that the tomb contained a secret elixir of immortality. Though no one knows for sure, it's possible that a member of that earlier expedition somehow succeeded in getting inside the tomb, the executive said. One thing is certain, whether or not Davis had a hand in it, if this person did get a hold of some mysterious potion, he or she never handed it over to Davis. Of course, Davis went wild. The elixir was his only hope to avoid dying like the rest of us. Okay, and we have no email. Oh, we're getting in credits. Looks like a good ending to me. Yeah, there it is. So at the end, after 6 hours and 7 minutes, Ching, Tomb of the Middle Kingdom, has been opened and then closed. The Elixir of Immortality given to the earth. The ozone layer has been closed. The rainforests have grown. Global warming has diminished. There are no more earthquakes. The earth is immortal. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and if we had given the thing to Al Davis or Ching, they probably would have also been bad endings. We could probably check it out easily enough. Certainly I'm not going to read through all of the news articles, but we can at least get a sense, a flavor of how those end. So yeah, this was, oh yeah, it was only a 6-hour game, so definitely shorter than you would think, but I enjoyed it. It was definitely a little different. I think the atmosphere was really cool, and I like how they incorporated the different, Chinese mythology and religion and poetry and music and all these aspects of the culture into the game. A couple of the puzzles were sort of odd, but I guess they more or less made sense. You had enough information to figure out what to do and where to go. So even though I felt a little disoriented at first, and the graphics were quite nice. It was really cool, good music. Yeah, especially for an educational game. Like, I feel like I learned, without being hit over the head with it. So, nice job, Learn Technologies Interactive. I learned. Okay, so yeah, should we just quickly check out what the other ones would have been? Why not? So if we had gone to, where's that door? This is Hal Davis.
Here. I hope you've managed to get hold of that potion. If you have, then I'd get the hell out of there right now.
Right now. Yeah, the only problem is that you have to find out by reading all this stuff. There's no, they don't have much. They don't have much of the animation to see what the end looks like. There's no cutscene. So yeah, there's fighting in the capital. It looks like a lot of violence in Beijing. Hal Davis cemented a deal, gave a monopoly over their communications infrastructure. 3 feuding leaders. So definitely looks worse off for China. In Brazil, Amazon basin is in its death throes, so yeah, things are getting fucked up with the Earth. Polar ice caps are melting. In LA, I'm guessing there's an earthquake. So Davis drank the Elixir of Immortality, so I guess he was immortal. He's 72, but when you see him in person, you'd think he was in his 50s. Well, that's not that big a deal, but... He began looking younger and younger, yeah, Benjamin Button style. He was overweight and ailing. By all rights, he should be dead now. Hal Davis was a terror before, when all he had was a lot of money. But now that he's convinced he's immortal, I don't know what will stop him. Yeah, he probably was immortal. Oh, you get end credits for that too, though. Interesting. All right, so I'm not sure if this was... I think if you're clicking on if you click on the other thing, is this... choosing Ching, that is like his tomb. Let's see.
这个世界的命运。
Yeah, I think so. That was choosing Ching. Yeah, first emperor of China. Let's see. Oh, Taiwan is reuniting with the mainland, China. Government of Consolidation and Unity. Brutal deal making. So yeah, it's probably like you're creating the next like brutal emperor. So like China's very strong, but like probably under despotic rule or something. Yeah, so now he's going toe to toe with the UN. Oh, I wonder if he's like gonna conquer the woods whole. Fisheries are being depleted, pollution taking its toll. Yeah, so it definitely seems like, yeah, obviously making the world immortal is the but maybe this is like Qing Ying is just Qing reincarnated or something, maybe. Okay, then in New York, Ying Sheng. Yeah, and so then Hal Davidson get the elixir. So this seems like kind of a better, definitely a better ending than giving it to Davis, but not as good as obviously giving it to the Earth. So it's maybe like the middle ending. Yeah, good for China, I suppose. Okay, cool. So thank you, Miria, for the pick. This was an interesting one for sure. Oh, Dark! Thank you for the 15 months. Much appreciated, Dark. Yeah, faster than expected for sure.
Wow, this game went by faster than expected. Valve gonna need some phantasmagoria Cedrics.
Ah, yes. Definitely. Thank you, Dark. Appreciate it. 15 months from Dark. So let's head to our Hall of Adventure. And at game number 146, Jing, Tomb of the Middle Kingdom. Upon the shelf.